Hi children, welcome to grade 5 English and this is our session 2 in chapter 5 Tree Spinning Women. And before getting into our session, let's do an energizer. Children, here there are so many questions and you have to answer all these questions with 3 different answers, right? And I will give you 3 minutes time and let's see how many questions you are answering, right? Yeah, your time starts now. You have to write 3 different answers for all questions, that is each question. Yes? Children, you did it really well. You have answered so many questions and I hope you enjoyed this energizer. And now let's recap what we have learned in our earlier session. Chapter number 5, the Tree Spinning Women. And we have learned many different new words in this chapter, right? And after that, we have learned Did You Know? And in this, we have learned about the Grimm brothers who written this story, The Three Spinning Women. And their stories have been translated into more than 160 languages and we have learned so many interesting things about the Grimm brothers. And now let's summarize the story. Children, the Three Spinning Women. Once upon a time, there lived a lazy girl and she hated spinning. Her mother always wanted her daughter to help her, but she just would not spin. So her mother got so angry and impatient one day, so she started beating that girl. And upon which the girl began to cry very loudly. It so happened that at that very time, the queen was driving by that road. Upon hearing the cry of the girl, she ordered her carriage to stop and she went into the house and demanded to know why the mother was beating her daughter so hard that her cries could be heard on the road. And here in this picture you can see the women and the little girl, and woman was scolding her daughter and the little girl was crying. The woman felt ashamed to talk about her daughter's laziness. So she lied to the queen that I cannot make her stop spinning. She wants to spin on and on forever. And I am a very poor lady, so I cannot get so much flax for her. Hearing this, the queen answered, Wow, this is the best news I have here. I just love spinning and I am the happiest when the wheels are humming. Send your daughter with me to the palace. I have got enough flax with me. She can spin to her heart's content, she said. And children, now let's continue reading the story. The mother was quite pleased to hear this and agreed. The queen took the girl with her. Upon arriving at the palace, the queen took the girl upstairs. There were 3 rooms which were filled from bottom to top with the finest flax. Now spin this flax for me, she said, and when you finish the task, you shall have my oldest son for a husband. I do not mind if you are poor. Your tireless industry and hard work will do for dowry. The girl became very frightened now. She knew that she would not be able to spin all that flax even if she sat from morning till evening. When she was alone, she started to cry and just sat there for 3 days without doing anything. On the 3rd day, the queen came. The queen was very surprised after seeing the girl. She saw that nothing had been spun yet. The girl excused herself, saying that she was missing her mother so terribly, so she had not done anything and she had not yet been able to begin the work. This satisfied the queen. But as she left, she said, Tomorrow you must begin my work. The girl did not know what to do. In her distress, she went to the window. There she saw 3 women coming towards her. They were strange to look at. The first one had a broad, flat foot, and the second one had a large lower lip and that hung down over her chin. Third one had a broad thumb. They stopped outside the window and looked up to see the girl. Seeing the girl crying, they asked her what was wrong. And in this picture, you can see the girl and the three women. She bemoaned her situation and they offered to help her. But they had one condition for helping the girl. They said, "We want you to invite us to your wedding without being ashamed of us." That is, they looked very strange, right? So they said to the girl, "You have to invite us to your wedding and without being ashamed of looking at us. You must call us your aunts and let us be seated at your table. Then we will spin all the flags for you in a very short time." The girl was so relieved that she promptly agreed and said, "With all my heart, come right in and begin the work at once." The three women came in and settled in the first room. One woman pulled the thread and started pedaling the wheel. The second one moistened the thread, while the third one twisted it and then struck the table with her finger. Each time she struck, a skein of the most finely spun thread fell into the floor. The girl was careful to keep the three spinners hidden from the queen, and she simply showed her the great quantity of thread that had been spun. The queen ended up praising her more than before. When the first room was empty, the three women started working on the second one, and they went on to the third room. Soon the work was all done. Before the three women took leave, they reminded the girl about their condition. "Do not forget what you have promised us. It will surely bring you good luck," they said. The next day, the girl showed the queen the empty rooms and the large pile of thread. Upon seeing this, the queen felt very happy and she made preparations for the wedding. The bridegroom was very happy that he was getting such a clever and industrious wife, and he too praised her vigorously. "I have three aunts," said the girl. "They have been very kind to me. I do not want to forget them in my good fortune on my wedding. Please allow me to invite them to the wedding and let them be seated next to us at the table." The queen and the bridegroom readily agreed. When the feast began, the three women, dressed in strange clothing, entered the place. The bride said, "Welcome, dear aunts." The aunts hugged the girl and sat right next to her. The bridegroom was shocked to see such strange ladies. However, he went to greet. Children, in this picture, you can see the wedding ceremony of the prince and the girl, and also the three strange women. Aunt with the broad flat foot and asked curiously, "How did you get such a broad foot?" "From pedaling," the aunt answered. Then the bridegroom went to the second one and asked, "How did you get this fallen lip?" "From licking the thread for moistening it," she answered. Then he asked the third aunt, "How did you get this broad thumb?" "From twisting the thread," she answered. This alarmed the prince, and he said, "My beautiful bride shall never again touch a spinning wheel." With that, she was freed from that hateful spinning wheel. Yes, and this story is really interesting, right? Yeah, it's written by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Children, I hope you enjoyed the story. And now let me summarize what we have learned today. And this story is all about a lazy girl who hated spinning. And because of her mother's lie to the queen, she had to spin the 3 rooms of flags in the palace for marrying a prince. And after that, there came 3 strange women who helped her, and they wanted the little girl to invite them for her wedding and seated at their table without being ashamed of the 3 strange women. And the girl readily agreed very happily and she was relieved from spinning the flax. And at last, the girl married the prince very happily and she was also freed from the spinning wheel she hated. And children, the moral of this story is always be grateful to the people who have helped you in times of need. If someone helps you in times of your need, what you have to do? You have to be grateful and thankful to them forever. And we should not be embarrassed or ashamed of those who are important to us. If someone is very important to us, we should not be embarrassed or ashamed of their appearance or something about them. Okay, and we have to be free to introduce them to others and everyone around us. If we are grateful for all the positive things around us in our life, we will enjoy fulfilling and happy times always. This is what we have learned from the story, The Three Spinning Women. And children, let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. Read chapter 5, The Three Spinning Women story, page number 84 to 88 in your concept book twice. And after reading the story, you have to answer all the practice zone 1 question in concept book page number 89 and 90. First question, the mother scolded the girl for not helping her. Was the mother right in doing so and why? Second question, why did the queen take the girl with her? Third one, why was the girl frightened when she saw huge bundles of flax? And fourth one, describe the appearance of the three women. Fifth one, what condition did the three spinning women put for spinning the flax? Sixth one, do you think the girl did the right thing by taking the credit for spinning the flax? Why? Why not? And children, read the story carefully and thoroughly. After reading the story, you have to complete the practice zone 1. Okay? And hand in your completed home assignment in grade 5 English Google Classroom. Children, drink more water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, give adequate rest to your eyes, and stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.